We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support and breaking through key resistance levels. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 3 p.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into Monday and this next week. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned on Friday morning over at the Discord. The home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 10:15 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from bright green bars to red bars and coming back up to bright green bars in the after hours. If this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, back under a bull indicator here. And we were watching for this if it could hold the consolidation and cancel out that bear indicator from 5:30. And it did. It got a bull indicator here in the after hours at 5:29. And we could see here that it wasn't just the SPY pushing back up. You have the QQQ trying to in the second half of the day, but no bull indicator just yet. I will be watching this going into tomorrow because it's still under a bear indicator here at the 452 level, and that definitely needs to get canceled to justify any further move to the upside. Then we also have Tesla here with full strength here, breaking out of this consolidation we were watching, broke above 175 and retested highs up here of 180 almost at the 179.50 level, and it's under a bull indicator at the 174 level. Now, we also have Apple here in a tight consolidation and dominated by a bull indicator in this tight range between 189 and 190. I will be watching if it can break the resistance of 190 and then try to push up towards 192 if this bull indicator holds true going into tomorrow and the rest of this week. And then you have Netflix here breaking out, holding the support of 610, a crucial support in the last several days and weeks, and pushed up back up towards 625. And it's been under a bull indicator all Friday since the pre-market at 612 and holding up here above 620. So definitely something to not ignore and watch closely going into tomorrow. Now, here we are with the SPY under a bull indicator, but when we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, in the bigger picture, we can see a bear indicator dominating over this chart since Thursday at the 529 level, and it tried to fight and hold support above 527. The lowest it went was down here at 527.40, and it's the first bear indicator that pops up since the bull indicator from 521. So in the volatility of the bigger picture, to justify this move back up, I will be watching if a bull indicator pops up to cancel out this bear indicator and how those inflows react, which we're going to pull up in just a moment. Now, we also have here in the volatility a bull indicator at the end of the day dominating over this chart, a full transition from the rip area to the dip area of white with red borders and back up to multiple rip areas of bright green bars, a full transition back up from that bull indicator that popped up at the 528.50 level and fighting to stay above 529.50 here in the after hours. Now I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflows and break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, with inflows trying to dominate here, and it rejected in the pre-market, guys. That's why things pulled downwards and sat sideways, because those outflows came back down and hit highs here of negative 1.01. Now, the reason why we had that burst back up and it broke through the highs of the day of 529.30 is because those inflows did cross back up and started to dominate again in the after hours, hitting highs here so far of positive 1.27 on the inflows. So this is going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to continue higher to justify any further move to the upside. Now, when we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could see those outflows dominating since Thursday and all throughout Friday, and finally coming back up above the midpoint here and sitting at 0.54, and it's green. So this is going to be crucial and critical for it to start pushing up higher away from the midpoint and try to retest those key resistance levels. Now, in the volatility of the 15-minute, we could see how outflows were dominating for most of the day, but as soon as things started to pick back up, those inflows crossed over, and in the after hours, as it's sitting sideways, outflows have began. So I will be watching here if these outflows continue to the downside, because it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. And if it rolls that weakness over into the 30-minute, it could start pulling it back down and reflecting this weakness even quicker. And the first support I'll be watching is 528.50. And then below that is the 527.50 level. Those are the key levels I'll be watching in that tight range. And if both get broken through, then I'll be watching 525. Now to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to pick back up away from the midpoint, continue this staircase effect here, and push up higher, and then roll that strength over into the 30-minute. Get those inflows to continue upwards on the 1 hour. And the first resistance is the 530 level. Then above that comes 531.50, where things rejected here on Thursday. And then I'll be watching 532 to the 535 level. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I will be watching them closely here, and they're critical because they're really close to the midpoint here on the 15-minute and needs to switch from red to green, pull up away from the midpoint and push up higher to justify any move to the upside, as well as on the 30-minute and 1 hour, they're both green and above the midpoint, and I will be watching if they can push up as well. They have room based off the history of the chart to go even higher, and that's something to not ignore here in the volatility of the bigger picture. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.